Kuldeep, the experience of bowling in Kotla, which is a small stadium like Chinnaswamy, where the spinners always come under the pump. So how much that has helped, or has it actually helped
IPL is totally different, boss. I'll let you know that it's totally different. What you experience in IPL is what you are experiencing in T20 World Cup, and obviously when most of the guys played in Kotla is like the smallest ground in India, you know. So obviously wicket helps there for spinners, and yes, sometimes you get the bigger boundary. It's very nice to have in your favor, and yeah. But at the same time, for any spinners around the globe, the length matters a lot, you know. And especially in this format, you have to read what the batter are trying to do, and a bit more aggressive. You know, the approach should be like very aggressive. So that is actually helping me during IPL, and it actually helping me in T20 World Cup.
Kuldeep, this Super 8 specialist gig you've got seems to be going pretty well. What's it been like to sort of come in and have such a huge impact at a crucial part of the tournament?
I mean, it's very important to play every game, take every game as a normal game. Now, obviously, we playing at Super 8, obviously we have a lot of pressure as well, you know. We're gonna play Australia in a couple of days' time. So, yeah, I mean the wickets are good for spinners, as you have seen in last few games as well. So nothing changes, you know. We got 4 overs. I especially got 4 overs to bowl, and that was my plan, you know. And just sticking with the length and wearing my pace. And yeah, for me, it's nice.
Can you talk about what you did do well out there? What has been working? Because it looked like you were almost changing your release points as well. And how much have you taken the wind into consideration? Is it helping you with drift, or what have you done to make the most of these conditions, particularly when if you get it wrong and they can get it into the wind, it can be.
Yeah, obviously I was bowling from this end. The wind was like crossing this way. And it was difficult from this end as there is the spinner, because my rhythm is like not like running rhythm. It's more like a one step and then aggressive. So, but yeah, I mean, I didn't thought about the wind, just the length matter, and obviously reading the batter, what they are expecting from me, you know, just reading one step ahead, what they are thinking. So just keep in my mind and just changing the line and length, you know. And obviously they were targeting the wind side, and yeah, I mean just reacting what they are doing.
When the attack is on, the batsman is attacking. It's from the media hub. Yeah. So how do you go ahead, and what do you tell yourself when the batsman is in such mood and then attack?
I mean, when the when obviously the other team needs like 10 run or 12 run per over, and the batter are going against you. So my plan is to just stick with the length, you know. And obviously when they try to attack you, if you have a proper plan against them and you are bowling in probably the better length, and you have maximum chances of getting the batter out. So that is my thinking, you know, not thinking I have to get him out, just the length, and if he miss, I hit.
And Kuldeep, just the fact that you've come into the side for these games in the Caribbean rather than the US, was there a thought that maybe conditions would suit you better here? Has it just been a part of the plan? And how have you sort of been able to be not in the side, keeping yourself ready, and then coming in at these really important matches?
Well, obviously, I wasn't playing. Actually, I was playing as a 12th man there. I was helping out the teammates and carrying the drinks. That is more like a playing, and I didn't bowl there, but I would have loved to bowl there. But it's more like a Australian sort of wicket, you know, and Yeah, but here I made my T20 ODI debut here back in 2017. Though I knew the condition very well, just the length and trying to vary my pace. So perfectly for spinners to come here and bowl. Thanks.
Shakib, it's going to be pretty difficult for you guys now with those couple of losses. How do you try and, I guess, keep getting the fighting spirit, the chances? Do you think you still have one of getting to the semi-final?
Well, to be honest, I don't think we have chance to play semi-final anymore after today's loss. But having said that, the next game will be an opportunity for us to get a win on our belt before we finish up this tournament. We'd love to finish this tournament on a high. We have to face Afghanistan, which is a very good side. So we have to be at our best to be able to win against them.
Shakib, you started with spinners actually. Was there what is the thinking behind it? Can you tell me?
Well, that's difficult for me to explain. It's coach and captain's decision. They make the decision whom to bowl, when to bowl. So it's hard for me to explain. But what I can understand, we thought that wicket would be little slower. It looked little drier maybe at the start of the game. So that's why they thought that there might be some help for the spinners. So that's why I think captain decided to go with the spinners.
There was not help.
It was a very good batting wicket. That's what I will say. I think in middle overs here in the Caribbean, bowling, as a spinner, it's little easier than bowling in the power play, because with the new ball, every team looks to try to capitalize the power play, because as soon as the ball gets older and softer, it gets difficult to score runs.
You were a left-arm spinner yourself, Shakib. I just wanted to understand what is your analysis of deconstruction of Kuldeep Yadav as a spinner.
Well, I mean, in last 5-7 years, what we have seen, the spinners have more effect on this format, especially the leg spinner or the Chinaman. They have a lot more effect than the finger spinner, and that's been the trend for last 5-7 years.
Kuldeep ka bowling.
Yeah, Kuldeep, he's been performing really well. When I saw his stats today, when he was about to bowl his first ball, he I think got 61 or 62 wickets in 36 or 35 matches. So that shows how good a bowler is he, and he can only grow from here. And at this moment, he's a confident bowler. Captain given him that confidence, and he's bowling beautifully for India.
What do you think has gone wrong for you at this stage of the tournament?
Well, obviously, when you are playing against team like Australia and India, you have to bring your A game. I think we are bit of lackings in those skill and strength areas. Also, I would say we couldn't do the basic thing longer enough to be able to create any sort of pressure. And throughout this World Cup, we, as a batting unit, I don't think we did justify to ourselves. I think we had the potential to score big runs. The last 2 games we played here was very good wicket, probably 175, 185 is the power score. We are well short of that against Australia. Today, I thought India scored 20 more runs, but having said that, the intent we had to show from the start of the innings, I don't think it was there. So there are a few areas that we can point finger, but having said that, these 2 games will, teach us so many things, and hopefully we can take those things and bring it to the next game so that we can get a win, before we leave Caribbean.
Especially with the batting, it sometimes seems that there's not quite the self-belief of being able to push in and get to those really high scores. Is that fair enough? Is that something that you need to go in?
Yeah, I think you are spot on. Obviously we are shortage of run as a batting unit. So the freedom we needed, the confidence we needed, I don't think it was there. And everyone can see it who understand the game, and that's the area I thought we are lacking, throughout this World Cup.
Shakib, do you think that on hindsight, it would have been good to bat first, or what do you see there about that?
Yeah, I mean, personally, if you ask me, in Caribbean, it's I think 1 or 2 games. I think when England chased that 180. Other than that, batting fast has been the trend for most of the teams, and they've been very successful. So if you look at the stats, I think, ideally you would have batted first, but maybe captain and coach thought otherwise, and we thought that we can restrict them in a reasonable total, so that there is a score in our head and we know how we should go about when we bat. So maybe that's the reason we decided to field first.